lady. How are you? She always does this when she goes out and it's clean. She paws up the sawdust. Now I have to feed calves because they are screaming at me. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Pretty cozy to me. You all sit down and take a nap. That's pretty nice. Well, I guess nobody's going to join me. They're too busy eating. What is it? Is it good? Even the baby, who I don't know if she's really eating or if she's just pretending to eat because she wants to be like the rest of them. She's doing something. It has been a cleaning day. We are finally done. Just got the calves' pen cleaned out. We had a bit of an issue, so we hit the gate just a little bit. So we just put these boards up for now because it was unsalvageable to fix where the gate was hooked. So this will have to do for now. We'll fix it sometime. So they're enjoying their sawdust. They're not excited about it, just like all the calves that we've had lately. They don't really seem to care, which kind of a bummer. I used to like seeing them romp around and enjoy themselves, but they don't really care. I gave this little turkey some sawdust. So this is a heifer that's also going to be staying, but she's too young to go in with them yet. The one that's standing closest to us she just got put in yesterday with the other two, which are the oldest. And then, like I said, she'll go in, and eventually those two oldest ones will go over to the heifer barn, and it will be just these two, assuming that we don't have any more heifers born that we want to keep. We did have an Angus heifer calf born in the last video. I think I did mention it, but only in passing. So this is her, and she's insane. She's completely crazy. We had to tie the gate here, or the cage that she's in, because she'll just like stick her head through the cage and then just like run off and drag the cage wherever. So she's definitely an Angus. But yeah, now it's milking time and we got to get into getting everything ready for the girls. Excuse the state of the barn. The walkways are a mess. I need to sweep in all the hay. We got tools everywhere from where we've been fixing stuff. It's just been crazy. Brent cleaned out the freestall today. I showed you guys that in the start of the video. So I've got milk warmed up for all 5 of my calves. And then we've got 2 cows that we're watching currently because they're getting very close to calving. One of them's going to have another Brahma, and the other one is probably going to have an Angus, I would say. I'm not really sure. Brent just went and got 2 bales. One for tonight and one for tomorrow morning. And yeah, Billy Bob's over there. He's still doing good. We do still have the freshest cow in, and also the cow that's having trouble. She's not having trouble getting up anymore. We haven't gotten her up in like 10 days, and she's been fine. She's obviously laying down. So after this fresh cow, she'll probably go out tomorrow, and then nobody will be in the barn except her, who's staying in until they go out to pasture because we're not dealing with that. Brent's going to get coffee. Ooh. What else did I do? Oh, yesterday I cleaned the tank, so the outside of the tank. That's all shiny. Hi.
Hey.
You act so happy.
Huh?
Said you act so happy. Cleaning out the calf pen is not his favorite chore.
Fun as a toothache.
So the milk truck came today and we washed the tank, so I'm going to rinse it out. I think our hose needs to be replaced. Look, just noticed this while I was using it. days later. We are cleaning off the pad right now. The girls are in the free stall. If you're new here, the girls are the cows, our dairy cows. All 70 of them, plus the heifers, are out or in the free stall right here. And we're gonna be letting them out on the pad after we clean it. This is the first time we've cleaned the pad since they've started going out on it. We had apparently cleaned it before we let them in for good, and it was nice and dry when they came out, and then obviously this is the mess that they've made in the last couple of weeks. Look, a worm trying to make a great escape. It's not too bad. It's definitely been a lot worse, but Brent's just scraping it up right now. And then I'm gonna come and he's gonna push it into the Kubota bucket, and I'm gonna dump it into our manure pit, which is getting so very full. I have to show you guys. It's unbelievable how much is in there now. I wanted to show you though, this is the area where the manure drains from the pad out into this, I don't know, like a little leach field area. Almost touched the fence, which is bad because it is on. And the grass always grows really good in here first. We have to let the cows in like every once in a while so they can eat it down, just to keep it so that not too many weeds or grass or whatever grows in there and stops draining the water. So we just let them in periodically to clean up the grass. It's always like the best, most lush green grass you've ever seen, and it's already starting to grow. And then always the water pools right here, which is frustrating. It doesn't really look like they wasted that much hay. We had a hook welded to the feeder so you can just pick it up like that, which made it a lot easier to deal with. But not too much here. 6 inches probably. Yeah, so I think he's probably ready. I'll just take a first pass right through the middle of this and start cleaning it up. hay pile this time. Look how close to the steering wheel I sit. Cleaned off, and it should dry pretty well today because it's pretty sunny out and it's pretty breezy too, actually. I think Brent's letting the cows out right now, but maybe not. We're not going to be putting any hay out for them today though, because they have a bunch of hay in the freestall. Here they come. There they are. At least they can come out and enjoy the sunshine. Careful, could still be slippery. It's Blackwood. Greta! Hey, baby doll. What you doing? Hey. More load of pretty much liquid manure to dump in the pit, and then I'll show you guys the pit, how full it is. You probably see it anyway when I was dumping into it, but I'll show you guys just in case. Cameras is on the manure pit wall anyway. I'm gonna grab that. So this is the hill that we drive up. I don't know if it's easier to tell on camera how big it is. It's quite steep. There. So this is what we're dealing with. Pretty much the whole pit is even now as far as how much liquid is spread out in the top. We've got this pile here, which is a lot of hay underneath this, and then the pile back there, which is from the freestyle, which we didn't get to last fall, which we should have, but we got a bunch of trouble trying to get it spread out and we just didn't work out. So hopefully we'll get to it this spring, which don't know if that's going to happen because the weather's not really cooperating. It's still really, really wet. But just to give you a little bit of an idea how much manure is here, the walls of the pit, when Brent is in there with the Kubota loading and I like go with a load of manure and I go spread a field and I come back, when Brent is still in the pit, I can just barely see the very top of the Kubota, the very top of the roof, driving around in the pit. So that is how much manure is in there. Like, standing here right now would be really scary if it was empty. So yeah, we have a lot of spreading ahead of us if things ever change. Head back to the barn, and I got a couple things I want to update you guys on. They have my sunglasses for this part. Cows look highly offended that I just did that. Alright. The FedEx truck had music blasting. I gotta sit down and cool off for a minute. It's like 68 degrees right now and it feels really hot. Feels nice, but it feels hot because, I mean, it hasn't been this warm. Look at the lawn. Look how green it is. When things change in Maine, it's like that. Obviously, it's much later. We have the cows in for nighttime milking. The things I wanted to update you guys on are bull that we're going to be getting, the Holstein bull is coming sometime in the next 2 to 3 weeks, which works out perfectly because our other bull is going to be leaving for the slaughterhouse on May 18th. But the bull that we're going to be getting, Holstein, is from a really, really good herd, I guess, in maybe New Hampshire, some other New England state. He's supposed to come out of a really, really good genetic herd. So that's good. We'll get him, and hopefully we'll start getting some more dairy heifers that we can raise, because after the belteds are done, obviously that's gonna be it. We're probably not gonna raise any more of the Normandy heifers from this Normandy bull that we have. He wasn't as good of a bull as the last one that we had, and if he's not like a super, super good bull, then we just really don't want to keep them. So those are the things I wanted to update you on. Now I gotta grain the cows, feed the calves, obviously. We did have another cow born, a calf born this morning. It was a bull calf, a belted, out of our really nice Holstein. So we were kind of bummed that the last 2 Holsteins were going to be the ones that we were going to keep. They had heifers, and they had belted heifers, and one had an Angus heifer and the other one had a belted bull. So sometimes it just doesn't really work out the way you want it to. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing some sunshine finally. I hope you guys are having good weather where you are. And yeah, I'm excited. I think this weather is really going to dry things out, and we're going to finally be able to get out into the fields, back on tractors, which you guys know I absolutely love. So keep it real, keep farming, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.